Morning guys, welcome back. Still in a bit of pain here, but what I'll do, I thank you everybody in the comments, those that took the time to email, and the one or two that even took the time to text and ring me, that were a bit concerned for me over that. I'm absolutely fine guys, and thank you very much for the inquiries. It meant a lot to me. But I've just put this together, just a minute, to give you more of an explanation of what the problem is. For those of you that inquired how I was feeling yesterday, thank you very much. I do feel a bit better today, but this is just a minute to show you exactly what the problem is. Now, that piece there should be up there, and that would complete the shoulder. Well, as you can see, my shoulder drops down about 3 inches, and then my shoulder is actually here instead of up here. Now, across the top between this bit and that bit, all around it were ligaments and tendons, and that is called the AC joint. Well, that actually exploded. All the ligaments, tendons and everything here, just a ball of mush. Won't connect again, so hence my shoulder sits down in here. Now, if I do too much, or bang it, move it, lean on it, sleep on it, this either pulls this up a bit, which rubs against that bone, or it can pull out. My shoulder floats. The only thing holding it in place is muscles which come down here, across the chest, and also down the back. And when I move that, these muscles swell, and it puts pressure on my right lung, which means I have a little bit of an issue breathing. It's not a great big problem. I've had it before. I've had it worse than it was, but thank you very much for asking, but that's just a quick explanation as to what was going on there. There you go. That it was a mountain biking accident. Not that long ago, actually. But these x-rays, anytime you've had a scan, anything like that, you can go to your local hospital where it was done. Go to the x-ray department and request a disc. Now, they will make you sign a form that says you won't use any of the information on it against the NHS in a court case or anything. It's for personal use, and this is personal use. I'm not making any money out of it. I'm not using it for anything underhand, but all your information will be on there. I've got brain scans, x-rays, from the operation, from the bypass, and all sorts on there. One day I might put it all together in a video, actually. That'd be interesting. But that's just in the way of an explanation of what it was. Right, before let's get into today's video. So the MPs are saying that a lot of them won't support COVID passports. But it's going to come down to a vote, I think. They've implemented it, but they haven't voted on it yet, apparently. So anyway, Jib Jab came out in the week. Oh, jab it all, Javid. With a very bold statement. We will not make jabs mandatory or compulsory, as it's unethical. That was what he actually said. That was a quote. But they are still continuing to coerce us, threaten us, bombard us with propaganda, until we do take it up. You know, they'll generally make your life hell and unlivable. And that's ethical. Is it, Jabbit? That's what you class as ethical, because I don't, and I know millions of others won't. And that's why a lot of people are waking up to your lies and your crap and your bullshit, because of statements like that. You know, they're seeing that every promise you've made, everything you've said you will not ever do because it's not right, you've done. And you expect them to believe you this time? You're a dick. You really are. Yeah, you can't trust these people. I mean, the veiled threats are still there. Anytime he says anything that he mentions, we could do, we may have to. Again, you just can't believe. They could bring in further restrictions. But until they start using the 28-day bullshit on this new variant, they haven't got the figures they need, have they? Yeah, and he's come out with this bullshit again. We're going to do this, we may do this, we can do this to stop the NHS getting overrun. Well, you prize prick, do you not look at your own propaganda? You've already said the hospitals are overrun. You go deflate your eyes and look at the evidence through proper eyes, you absolute weapons grade moron. Now we've got MPs isolating again for testing positive. Now, I was led to believe that all these MPs had been double jabbed, and I dare say with the age of some of them, they may have even had their booster by now. And one of these is Demonic Rab. Now, have they tested positive, or are they just hiding and using it as an excuse to hide from what's been going on lately? That seems a more likely scenario to me, to be honest. Just think about it. 10, 14 days isolation, that brings them up to the Christmas break then, doesn't it? Party time! Because I'm having one. All our family will be here. I don't give a shit what you say. Just the same as they were last year and the year before that. And apparently just the same as you lot did. So, no, I don't feel guilty about it. Now, mainstream media, as I've said in the past, seem to be turning a little bit on the narrative. Even more so this week after all the revelations that have come out. Accusations. Yeah, and from the BBC as well, most of the time. Well, except for that, horrible woman, what's it, Munches, Never Munches, something like that. She can't even put a question together, let alone get a bloody answer. But most of them are asking the right questions, which, in fairness, they've done for quite some time. But up until now, they've let the MPs ramble on with their bullshit and deflect the question. But a lot of them now, I've noticed, are letting them get halfway through bullshit mode and then pulling them up and saying, no, that's not what I asked you. Answer the question. And they're getting flustered. And they are letting things slip and making things look worse for themselves, shall we say. But yeah, and they're doing it in the right way. Letting them hang themselves that little bit first, then hauling them up on it. And I like to see that. I'd like to think that the mainstream will turn, especially now. You know, You can't ignore what the government are doing. You can't ignore that they've lied. You can't ignore that they've covered it up. The evidence is out there. Yet they still plead innocent. Yeah, anyway, as I like to always finish on a bit of a lighter note, if this is a lighter note, I heard yesterday, well actually it was on mainstream as well, the avian flu is now rampaging throughout the country and millions are having to be killed. At this point, I'd like to point out, YouTube, before you start giving it the big one about medical misinformation, this is bird flu, okay? Do you know what? I've got one somewhere. I'm gonna post off a dictionary to YouTube. See if it'll help them learn to understand what different words are. And the context you can use them in. It seems to be one of their big failings. But yeah, there's bird flu rampaging everywhere. I'm actually surprised that Jab It All hasn't come out and said we need a jab about this or something. Save the birds, you know. But anyway, people, I'll leave it there for today. I'm in quite a good mood. I'm off visiting in a little bit. So if I don't get round to replying to any comments or hearting them or whatever, it's because I'm not on a computer. But you know me, I will do that at some point. I read every single comment, even the ones that get removed. How about that? And I will reply to you appropriately, either via comments, emails, texts, whatever. Hi to the two that can't comment. I know you watch. Big respect to you guys. And as I said, keep in touch. You've become good friends of ours in here. And many people ask about you. So until the next one, people, as always, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to. And until the next one, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free from tyranny and oppression. Oh, yeah, the grandkids wanted me to show you this. They bought it me last Christmas. And just to show you what I mean about the shoulder, that's what it actually looks like in real life. Instead of the shoulder being up here, it's actually, if I move it, you can see where it is. It's down in there now. And you can see it's quite swollen. But that's what gives me the hassle. It usually takes about a week for it to die down. 2 or 3 days before I can start breathing normally. Well, breathing as normal as I do. But 2 fags so far in 2 days. So it is doing me some good. My respects to you all, as I say. And we'll catch you on the next one.